Hello and welcome to today's lesson. In today's lesson, we'll look at soil erosion, okay? We know that our environment consists of living and non-living factor and they interact together. Now, soil is one of the non-living factor and there are certain activities that harm or has the potential to harm this soil. These kind of activities, we actually call them what? Environmental hazard. So any activity that has the potential to harm the soil is an environmental hazard. I want to look at soil erosion caused by what? Environmental what? Hazard today. Now, what is soil erosion? Soil erosion can be defined as the gradual washing away or wearing away of the upper layer of the soil. The upper layer is actually rich in humus or soil nutrients, and when it is washed away, it puts the lower layer of the soil in jeopardy or the chance of not retaining water. There are four agents of soil erosion. We have water, wind, glacier or ice, and gravity. Okay, the first two are the major cause of soil erosion. Mostly wind erosion is due to intense wind carrying the soil particles at high speed. The higher the speed of the wind or the intensity of the wind, the more particles are likely to be carried away by the wind, leading to what we call wind erosion. For water erosion, it happens when heavy splash of rain, drops, or any other source of water hits the surface of the soil, causing the particles of the topsoil to break apart. This is actually unaffected by the subsoil. Therefore, it will create a channel where the water will be carried through. This process carries some of the soil particles, leading to what you call water erosion. There are four major types of soil erosion we'll look at today. The first is called sheet erosion. In sheet erosion, the top surface of the soil is uniformly washed away gradually within a very long period of time, maybe 2-3 years. It will take such long period of time before you will notice, and most at times when you now notice that sheet erosion has taken place, it's always too late to control. The second is called real erosion. Real erosion is caused by heavy rainfall, creating narrow paths, okay, shifting the soil particles into narrow paths. Most times, at times, it is found in slopes. This kind of erosion can be easily controlled by just tilling the soil. The third type is called splash erosion. Splash erosion occurs when heavy raindrops hit the soil top surface and then displaces it, causing the structure of the soil to change, okay, creating holes in the soil. Okay, now let's look at the fourth one. The fourth one is called gully erosion. Gully erosion occurs when running water carries part of the soil particles along drainage path. Is it not? As you can see, if nothing is done, the gully head will continue to form slope by cracking, and it endangers farmland for planting and even the use of farm machineries. Apart from the natural activities, human activities also affect erosion. All right, for example, agriculture. When we are practicing agricultural practice, overgrazing, bush burning, cutting down of trees, which is called deforestation, logging for construction, all these are human activities that contribute to or that can lead to soil erosion. Effect of soil erosion. When soil erosion takes place, there is a lot of visible effect. One of the effects is loss of fertile soil. Okay, you will lose our fertile soil, which of course sustain our agricultural production. Is it not? Yes. Number two is that it leads to desertification. Okay, as you are not getting land for planting again, automatically becomes desert after it dries up. Pollution and clogging of waterways. That is number three. Then it encourages flooding. Okay, that's number four. It damages building. That is number five. It increases aquatic life, since more and more soil nutrients are being carried into the ocean and river. Aquatic life, aquatic plant and other organisms will have enough food to grow. Let's look at controlling soil erosion. How do we control soil erosion? We can control soil erosion through what we call afforestation or planting of what? Trees. Either you carry out afforestation or reforestation. That is one way we can control what? Soil erosion. Another way is to practice contour what? Farming. Contour farming is practiced in sloping areas. It plants the system in this pattern so that water cannot easily break through. Are you getting it now? Cannot easily break through and carry soil particles away. That is another way. Then number 3 is by strip farming, or what you call strip cropping. It's a process where you plant different crops on alternating maybe row or area. For example, you plant maize on one row, plant rice on the other row, so that you have enough covering, okay? And maybe some will be rooted to keep the soil structures what? Together. The next type of method is called mulching. Mulching is the agricultural practice of covering the surface of soil around plants with what? Materials or debris. I mean, we are covering your soil with dead plants or dead grass like that. It is called what? Mulching. It helps to what? Cover the soil surface against what? Erosion due to wind or what? Water. Mulching will help to improve the soil fertility, is it not, and quality, because this dead plant will become what? More nutrient for the soil. Another one is avoid overgrazing. Okay, don't allow all the what is it called, cow to finish all the grass on the farmland, otherwise it will expose the soil surface to what? Wind and what? Water erosion. When it comes to our farmland, there are 4 major ways we can prevent erosion. The first one you already know is what? Mulching. When you cover the surface with what? Debris or dead plant, is it not? Why number 2 is called terracing. Now, a terrace, as you can see, looks exactly like this. It is a slopy area of land that has been cut into slides, or should I say exceeding slides, that allow water to easily flow without carrying away the what? Topsoil layer. The third farmland practice, of course you know already, is called strip farming, and we've explained strip farming to be the process of alternating what? Crops on the same land, is it not? Yes. Why the 4th one is called using trees as what? Wind breakers. When you plant trees, so that when wind is coming, the trees will have to withstand some of those what? Winds, and reduce what? Erosion due to what? Wind. That now brings us to the end of today's lesson. Remember to do your other activities in this class. Stay safe. I'll see you soon.